live. Excuse the crazy movement of the phone. Got to do the things I always do, but thank you guys for commenting. Thank you for some suggestions online, and we're going to talk about some great things today. We'll talk about the event, talk about some easy excursion mods, some good things to keep these trucks on the road, and love to just hang out with you guys and see where today comes. So put your comments down below, check the comments, and we're going to keep going here. So copy the link, send it over to Instagram, and then I'll be right back. Okay, dokie, here I am. We are back. We are ready to hang out and hang out with you guys, answer some questions, and see what's up with you guys this week. And yeah, so my name's Bryce. I am the Ford Excursion guy, and first off, I'm hosting an event April 9th through the 12th at Maris Adventure Park in Texas. It's going to be absolutely incredible, and I've got some great ideas flowing for the event, and so I hope that you guys are excited about it. If you haven't heard about the excursion event that we're putting on, I'm going to put a link in there right now. Give me just a second. I got to get everything set up on the computer, and we'll get all of this stuff together. So it's all weird. Rick, what's up, man? How are you doing? I'm trying to remember all the buttons I'm supposed to click to go in here and check on my computer. There, I think this is it right here. And there it is. There it is. So I'm going to start today off with a link to the excursion event stuff. So this is all going to be in the chat right here. So when you guys start coming in, we can do all the fun stuff in the chat there. And yeah, we're just going to have some people come in, hanging out, talking about different excursion things, and having a great time. And yeah, that's the goal. Oh, we got a goal going on. We got it showing up there. We got some more people coming in here. If you guys could hit that like button, I would super duper appreciate that. We are live every week, 4 o'clock. Giggity, I'm glad you're in here. Went to the stand store, share link a few days ago, and I'm not sure what it is. Tell me about it. Let's talk about it, Giggity. The share link. So the stand store has a couple different things. There's a really cool community on there, and that's just like kind of like a Facebook group, but just a community that's just paid people, which means that you're not going to have the people that are just like random and doing weird things and stuff like that. I made it super cheap so I can have all of you guys in there. It's another way for me to make a couple bucks. Like, right, it's $2 a month, and you get basically direct access to me answering questions and just, a great community of excursion people that are willing to come in and do the stuff. And then on the rest of the stand store, you can see there is like links to other things. So you can buy the guide for the coil swap. I just made a quick guide. You can also watch the videos and get that exact same thing. I will be completely honest. But if you want it just written down, you can print it off and know exactly which parts to buy and click the links and get straight to my parts. It's just $10. It's dirt cheap. Also, you can book a session with me on Stan, and we can just have a one-on-one phone call and talk about whatever excursion mods you want to do. And then let's see, there's links to the excursion event. There's links to the Amazon store. It's kind of like my hub now. It's kind of like the Geeks 4x4 website is the Stan thing. Jacob, I don't know who you are, so no, you're not going to be a moderator. Thank you very much for asking, though. That's the annoying thing. Okay. Wesley, what's up, man? How are you? Giggity, does that make some sense? I'm trying to make this make sense. I'm just trying to do everything I can to, you know, get everything to where we can do it. Can you see me now? I think I was just paused for a second. No. Can you hear me now? Am I around now? What's behind me? This is my 2000 Ford Excursion with a V10 in it. And that was the wrong button. There it is. Trying to start the Facebook stream as well now, and so screwed up my lighting now. And yeah, well, thanks, Giggity. Yeah, it's like I said, just another little thing. It's kind of cool. It's like direct access thing. It's like my really quick connected website and all that. So I'm excited about it. I really like it. I think the community aspect is really cool. You guys can share pictures, you can ask questions, you can do all this stuff. So I think that is super cool. All right, I'm over here working on Facebook, so yeah. Jordy, we are talking about Ford Excursion stuff. AJ, what is up? No, I don't. And yeah, so we're just hanging out and talking about Ford Excursion stuff, being good old friends, talking about the event, talking about trucks, talking about life, and answering questions, bringing the things on in the chat. So hit that like button, guys. Would love to bounce those likes up real quick today. Went awesome last time with some really quick likes going up. So hit the like button, give me some thumbs up, and let's get this thing going. I've got a goal set up in the super chat. It is 5 chats over $2, so super easy to get to today. And I'm going to show you guys some stuff I've been working on. You can see a little sneak peek in the background here. Okay. And I have the Facebook one set up too. So we've got everything set up. Nobody hit the like button though. Come on, guys, what is going on? Would love to just have you hit that thumbs up button. It's right underneath the chat, and we will just hang and do the thing here at Geeks 4x4 today. So yeah. Gotta get a poll going. I forgot about that. Okay, the poll is going. Add a Q&A snicker. No. That didn't work. The poll went away. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just here. What is up, Facebook? You guys are in here too, watching me struggle with everything. And so glad to have you. Thanks for being a part of all of this for all of you people. And yeah, thanks for the other like, whoever did that. Keep hitting that like button. Let's grow this stream. Let's do this thing. This is a great time to just hang out and be around other Ford Excursion owners. We talk about the Ford Excursion event. We talk about as much stuff as we possibly can. So ask your Ford Excursion questions. Had a comment this week from Dwayne, who said we should talk about some more common things in this, like some Excursion fixes and stuff like that. And so I'm kind of going to go on that a little bit. If you've got a Ford Excursion and you're kind of thinking it shouldn't handle the way it is, or it's doing something weird to tires, or it's kind of feeling wandery down the road, or who knows what. We kind of talk about the wandering stuff. I've got a bunch of really in-depth videos on the wandering stuff, and those will show you like all of the really close fixes. But the biggest things that you can do is start by checking things. I mean, if your Excursion feels like it's wandering and it shouldn't be, you need to go get it aligned. And what you're going to find with an alignment is if anything in that steering system is worn out. Hopefully you have a good alignment shop. They can test everything before they align it and tell you. Now, if you've got something that is out of whack, that's going to change your alignment, the way it drives, and everything. And so you need to make sure that your ball joints are good, that your tire rod is good, that your drag link's good, that your track bar is good before you go out and buy something like a steering box. But the steering box seems like it's kind of the end-all, be-all. Once you've done everything, it fixes everything else. But you got to start down low first. So start with those ball joints, start with those hubs, start with all that stuff, and that's going to make that truck drive awesome as soon as you get all that stuff checked out and make sure that it is good to go. Yeah, there's lots of little mods and stuff. I've done a lot of different things on the channel showing putting USB things in and doing that. I actually just put a new USB in the back of the center console in the white truck, and I've got an idea coming out, and you guys are on the live, so you get to hear all the sneak preview stuff. Giggity just commented down below. He said that that he greased his ball joints the other day and one cap exploded. Well, Giggity, it is time for new ball joints, my friend. If it's one of the metal caps, what I'm thinking, or is it one of the rubber ones underneath? If it's one of the rubber ones, still, you should take it apart and put a new rubber boot on it. But yeah, I mean, these things are. Oh, dude, yeah, that scares you because you can feel the boot and all of a sudden go boom. It's terrifying. So yeah, I mean, I've been putting USBs in these trucks, and I just put one in the back of the console of my white truck. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to take out the console in the blue truck, and I'm going to do some cool, like, power system thing on the back of it. I've got an inverter that I think I can mount and kind of cut some holes in the side, so we have plugs right there, and the thing switches on and off, so it'll be like a new car when I get done. It'll have an inverter with 2 outlets on it, a couple of USB-Cs, and then it'll have a USB outlet in the back of it. Maybe I won't even put the USB outlet in the back of it now that I'm thinking about it, because I'll be able to get to the inverter. Except you have to turn the inverter on, so it'll just have the USB outlet too. And then on the white truck, I'm actually going to put a 12-volt cigarette lighter type plug facing down, because the bottom of the console has plenty of room underneath it, and if you face that connector down, then you can plug something in when the seat is down, and that's so much better than the factory one where the seat is down and you really can't plug anything into the back of the front console, so that's kind of annoying. So yeah, Giggity, that is not a fun experience there. Yeah, not exciting. Let me go back to blah blah. What is up? How are you doing? Go back to this post to make sure I cover everything that my buddy suggested here. I love when you guys suggest stuff. My goal is always to help you out, or to help you, and so yeah. So he said better brakes, lights, steering, accessories, onboard air and stuff. So we're just gonna keep going down this list. Blah, blah. I'm having a stellar new year. Glad to have you on the feed and commenting in the chat. That is just making my new year even better. Glad to have all of you guys here. So let's talk about some other things. So the brakes are an interesting thing on these trucks. A lot of people are looking for better brakes, and there's a company that makes massive brake calipers. It's SBBC or something, and they make a massive upgrade brake caliper kit that is really expensive. But cool, but very expensive. Not something that I have ever done. I've never used their products, never done any of that. But a lot of people really like them. And so I just tell you the name. Not going to say anything because I don't know anything about them. I personally run power stop brakes on my 7.3 Excursion, and I believe that they are, it possibly stops the best it's ever stopped with a full set of power stops on it. A lot of people have mixed reviews on power stops. I did a video installing, so if you want a link to those power stops to buy them through my Amazon store, that would be incredible as well. They are an excellent kit, and like I said, I think I see a huge improvement. I had CarQuest, like their big heavy-duty brake kit or whatever on there before, and the power stops stop way better. They'll actually move the suspension stopping. Seemed like the CarQuest ones have really moved the suspension. And so yeah, glad to have a company like PowerStop making a cool brake kit for our trucks. That's just for the factory axle. The other thing you can do is, they say, I measured everything and I just don't believe it, which is why I just say they say. Hours to offer great brakes. I agree with you. I have them on Duramax because I want the Duramax as a pull. Yeah. Dang, man. You got a concrete company. Cool. Wish you were closer to me. I need some concrete around my house. But yeah, I'm really impressed with the power stops. A lot of guys have really poo-pooed on them or said they warped or done this or that, and might have been great. So I just, I'm aware that they might warp, so I treat them nicely and try not to use them. But when I do, those things stop. Awesome. Yeah, so the other thing you can do to these trucks is coil swap them, which gives you newer suspension and a little bit bigger brake. I say a little bit. It's tiny. It's tiny. You need to run a 17-inch wheel, but it's really just not that much bigger of a brake caliper or rotor. And yeah, it does stop a little better. It's fine. It's not a big deal. But it's the best part about the coil swap is the turning radius and to get the good suspension versus leaf springs. It just drives better. Less correction needed driving it down the road. So what is up, guys, on Facebook? We got a bunch of people over there right now. Appreciate all of you. We got the chat open. Ask any questions you want. We're just going through some common Ford Excursion upgrades and chatting about them right now to start this stream off. We have been live for just under 20 minutes. And yeah, we're just hanging out. So if anybody wants to comment anywhere, asking me any questions about keeping your Excursion alive or just like anything that sparked, would love to answer and chat about it. Oh boy. Radio doesn't work either. Yeah, Giggity. I bet you got a loose solder joint. So yeah, Giggity, I bet you have a loose solder joint, my friend. Quiet, because there was like yelling outside randomly, and I might need to go out there and just check and make sure what's going on. But anybody asking questions, love it. Please bring it on. Hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Love it. We're just rolling through. As far as lights go, Dwayne asked about. I've got a video coming out soon about doing the interior cat eye upgrade on the stock console. That's a massive upgrade for the lights on the front of the interior on these trucks. This thing just, it's like almost too bright with those things. It's kind of crazy how much you can see, but also just super nice to be able to see everything at night and not have to worry about not being able to find things. And so that's kind of cool for interior. I changed all my interior stuff to LED. There's a video on that on the YouTube channel, I think, of showing all the different bulbs and stuff. And I should do another one. I'm using some some Oxbeam interior bulbs now, and they're super impressive. What I use for Oxido is I put a 90, is it 906 or a 907? Whatever it is. The factory 2000, because I have a 2000 and a 2001 Excursion light bulb, I upgraded to Oxido bulbs, and that has changed the light output on the front of both of those trucks. It's incredible how much better the light output is with the factory housing and those bulbs. So if you are interested in just buying a bulb, I would suggest those. I have a video on it. I got some other ones maybe coming from Amazon. I'm going to test and see if they're any brighter or different or whatever. I'll let you guys know. And of course, you know, Oxido, I actually have like a coupon code and stuff, and I make a couple dollars more through Oxido. But if these other ones are brighter, I am going to let you know, and I'm going to suggest you buy the brighter ones always, because that's who I am, guys. I'm always going to tell you straight up, no matter what the product is, good or bad. And yeah, that's just who I am. So glad to have a couple people over here on Facebook. That is awesome. What's going on YouTube? I'm changing my hat in and out because whenever the heater is on, which it's going to click on again in here in a second, my head gets a little cold, but when it's off, or whenever the heater's on, it's like warm, and then whenever the heater's off, my head gets a little cold. So it's kind of annoying. Let's see if I zip this all the way up. Did I give it just enough? I don't know. Yeah, so just kind of going through some different quick mods to help you guys, your Ford Excursion stuff, just talking about the easy stuff that we can do to keep these trucks on the road, make them better, do the thing. The other thing that was brought up was something about onboard air, and I am not a big proponent of something actually mounted onboard air. You could mount it somewhere. I totally understand that. That's very doable. What that does for me, though, is limit me to having just air in one vehicle. I am a big proponent of movable air compressors. So I have the dual piston air compressors. My current one that I really like is the VBOO. All of these ones are pretty much the same on Amazon. It's really nice, the VBOO one, but it's not the cheapest one. But it has like the automatic shutoff on it, which is absolutely awesome. I didn't realize how cool that was going to be till I was airing up, and I walked away and just let it do its thing. And then when I came back, it was done. So like I got to clean out the interior and stuff instead of sitting there and waiting and watching. I thought that was just a, you know, adorable little gimmick when I first heard about that and the automatic shutoff and everything. And now that I have used it, I'm sold. 100% sold on the automatic shutoff. I really like that setup. I think that if you're running a compressor that doesn't have an automatic shutoff, you should try it. VBOO also makes a 4-tire kit that has the shutoff in it. I need to test that and see what exactly it does when you're airing up. If it just opens a valve and pushes the air past it, if it has the ability to do that, or if it like shuts your compressor off and makes it to where your compressor's loading up on itself. I hope it has the valve, because that would be way better. Giggity says he picked up the Bauer 24-volt tire inflator last week, up to 160 PSI. Nice. And a lithium battery plugged in into 12-volt. Oh, cool. And auto shutoff for $45. That's awesome. I haven't seen those, so I'll have to check those out. Yeah. Well, no, exactly, blah, blah. That's the thing. That's exactly what I was worried about when I was going to try those auto shutoffs. The thing is, you could time it with your other ones without the auto shutoffs, and you could put a timer on your phone and know that in 5 minutes your tires are full. But I don't know. I'm curious how that goes. Giggity, bring that Bauer 24-volt thing to the event. Let's see how it goes. I'm curious if that thing could do like a 4-tire and and what it all is. I need to look the thing up. Maybe I'll put it up right now. See, I'll just go to Harbor Freight. Let's get into the Harbor Freight site. What is this? It's playing something. It's my tool chest search because I've been looking for toolboxes. 24 volt air. Is it inflator maybe? There's a 20 volt one. 12, 120. Battery direct. I don't know what I'm not seeing this thing. The Bauer 20 volt one is coming up. Inflator, deflator. Inflator tool only. Oh, maybe it's the same thing. Yeah, I don't know. That looks cool. This one, though, says... Let's see. Cordless inflators. Because it'll be under cordless, right? Oh, there's a bigger one. 39 bucks. 12 volt DC power option. That must be the one you got. That's sweet. It's pretty cool. The auto, like I said, when you use the auto shut off, it's like weird because it feels like you shouldn't trust it. But then at the same time, when I trusted it, like I was around, right? I was cleaning out the truck. It was really nice because I'd done wheeling all week, and then I went to go home, and when I went to air up the tires, just set it to my. I need 27.5. That, as crazy as that is, the 40s run at 27.5 psi, and that's what I set it to. It got me there while I was blowing stuff out. Clicked off, went up and checked it, and it's good to go. So yeah, the little dual thing, that looks kind of cool. I like it. Curious how that works. So yeah, just like little things like that. I think it's really good to have a tire inflator like that, especially that can be cordless or corded to the vehicle. That cordless one's pretty cool to be able to not even have to have a vehicle. I just carry air compressors in every vehicle. I have single piston air compressor in the white truck, and I've got a single in the Jeep, and then I've got a little air compressor and jump box in the Edge that we drive every day, and we drive it like 70 miles round trip. So we're far enough away that it's like I would like to have air if I had a tire down. So yeah, kind of went over a few updates here at the beginning of this here video. Just like some cool updates and things you can do to your Excursion. There's a lot of little stuff that'll make these trucks feel a little newer. The other one that I don't think it's talked about enough is updating the steering wheel. I went to Car ID, and I don't know why a bunch of people haven't jumped on this. I bought 3 steering wheels now through Car ID and had great luck. And 3 of them. I need to buy another one. I need to buy one for Bob. That's the next one I need to buy. They're just excellent. The one in the white truck is held up amazing. It's got, I don't know, it probably has 150,000 miles on it now. It looks perfect. I ended up going with black one with a wood insert on it. The only sucky part about the wood is that it gets really hot in the sun sometimes. So I'm kind of going back and forth. I want to do a steering wheel in Bob, but I'm afraid I'm probably going to do like carbon fiber or something dumb in Bob with the line in the top possibly, so that I have the line. I don't really care about the line in the top, but I just feel like everybody thinks it's cool. So I'm going to go with what people, I don't know. I think it's cool. So yeah, I'm probably going to go with a Car ID steering wheel. They just take a core. So they give you time to send it back. And so what you do is you take your steering wheel, you replace it, and then you send your original steering wheel back, and then they recondition that one, send it to the next guy. So it's a really cool thing, carid.com. I'll post that in the the thing. They've been good. A little weird about one of the refunds, but Chinese company. This is like, I've had that steering wheel in the white truck for 10 years. Like, it's kind of crazy. Here is the wow. Never mind, it won't let me post it for some reason. I don't know why. There it is. See if that link there works, guys. I just dropped a link to carid.com. If you just don't want to Google it, you can just Google car ID. Comes right up. It's a little green logo that's ID. I'm just gonna roll through here really quick and see. We're gonna go and see exactly how much the steering wheel is that I might want for Bob. 2000 Ford Excursion, and we've got, I think, interior maybe, dash seats, steering wheels. So far it's got a Chevy emblem on the steering wheel, so that's a problem. What is up on the Facebook? Currently, we are going through car ID and looking at, oh, they've actually changed and they do not have any any specific fit steering wheels. So never mind. The car ID way is done. So I got the timing on it and lost it. That's so annoying. We're going to go back and we're going to change the year here of the 2000 Ford Excursion. We're going to see if we can get one for a 2001, because that's what I bought them for. Change. Going to delete that. We're going to put in, of course, it's a Chinese website, so it doesn't work that well. Joe, dude, I don't know. Ahmed, 15 as your second car. Yes, you have two cars. I don't even know you could drive over wherever you are in 15, but that's awesome. Yeah, so the V10 is a really good engine, actually. It's pretty darn reliable. The biggest issues with the V10 is that it's a 2-valve motor, so if you look up spark plug shooting issues with a Ford 2 valves, you'll find lots of reading. They don't have quite enough threads in the head, so what happens is when the spark plugs loosen up, they come out of the heads. And the best way to fix that is to go around and torque the spark plugs. So yeah, pretty good. So the torquing the spark plugs is the first thing, and the second thing you need to look for if you're buying an Excursion is leaky exhaust manifolds. Very common on a Ford V10 that the exhaust manifolds are warped, and that's what a tick will be, is from the exhaust manifolds, and that is not a fun job. So if you've got a good shop, or if you're a good mechanic yourself, you can do that. Not a fun job, though. I did it myself. It was not fun. Joe says, am I a black car? I'm a human doing human things, live on the humaning things, and I don't really know what to say. Dang, that is wild, Ahmed. Good for you. Just get out there and drive, man. That is awesome. Okay, I gotta go. I'm gonna keep looking here. I want to see if I can find a steering wheel. If I look up F-250s, if it'll tell me if they can do a steering wheel. Nope. Man, that sucks. That's great, Joe. Well, bummer. I'm really bummed, actually. I was definitely planning on that. Jesse, what is up, man? Sorry, Jesse's over here on Facebook. I think I might have missed him. We'll see. Yeah, I guess a black car is talking to us. Wag! Leave my channel. Just for all of us. So weird. People are weird, man. Jesse, are you still in here? Comment if you are. Tell me about these Ford Excursions. I love hearing about people's excursions on the live, especially when they're for sale. It's really fun. Pink people love that. But yeah, also at the stand store, heard a couple people went to that. I'm gonna drop that link again for you guys in the stream here. Need to live this stream up and bop in with the stand store link. Got the stand store going on in the both. So stand store is super cool. It's got a couple of really great guides on it. It's also got a really cool community. So if you want to be in a little bit tighter community with excursion owners and myself, I would love to have you join. It is $1.99 a month. Super cheap. But just another way you can help support Geeks 4x4, but also get a direct line to me with any question you might ever have. That is the goal with that. I respond to that daily, and don't always have time to roll through the Facebook groups and stuff like that. But I'm always on the stand store, the stand community. That thing is cool. And I like hanging out with people that are really serious about excursion stuff. And it's basically the per month just means that you're serious enough about excursion stuff that you want to be in a group that just talks about excursion stuff. So I would love to have you there, and I look forward to getting some more people. So if you have not hit that like button today, I would super duper love if you would do that. That would just be excellent. And if you have any questions about Ford Excursion stuff, car stuff, any of that, I am here for it. I just like talking to you. No, I just like talking. And I'm just here to hang out with you guys. So bring on the chats. Let's talk about it. Let's bring it through. Last week we had a stellar thing. So guys, you got to keep up with last week because this thing is going real slow this week comparatively to last week. So who's going to help this thing keep up? Are you out there right now listening? Who's going to chat? Who's going to chat this thing up? We also have the super chat open. I'm going to show you guys if you hit my goal is 5 super chats. And if you hit my goal, I'm going to show you guys a sneak preview of a bunch of the little mods that I have been working on. The Bob Excursion's got a bunch of little things going on and slowly getting able to tinker on them on the weekends. So it's been really fun, really exciting to see some things changing and getting better on that. You can also see something right behind me. So if you want to comment on that and ask about it, it looks a little different right here over this shoulder. So anyway, bring it on, guys. What do we got? I can go also into talking about the event. So I think that's what I'm going to do next. We're going to talk about the Ford Excursion event. I think I have officially come up with the name. I don't know that I'm going to change the name on the event on Facebook, but the hashtag, so it's going to be the name, is EX2TX 2026. And that is going to be the hashtag for the Ford Excursion event in Texas this year. X's to Texas from the suggestion pile of my friend Brian. Excellent idea, and he is so right that that the Excursion X to Texas makes so much sense. I love that song. And yeah. Ooh. The yawn happened. Gotta have a yawn. So yeah, just hanging out, waiting for you guys, hanging around. The event is gonna be April 9th through the 12th at Maris Adventure Park. That is in Claude, Texas. It is outside of Amarillo. It is a private off-road park, but they have an awesome group camping area. They have awesome mountain biking trails. They have awesome hiking trails. And it's just going to be a great spot to gather. It is about as center in this great country that I call home, the United States of America, as I could find. It's going to be a 26-hour plus drive for myself, and it's about the same from every other angle coming down there. Now, if you are even further out on the peninsulas and stuff west of me, which it's only a couple hours, you're going to be almost at 30 hours, which is going to be insane. If you're in Texas, you're still going to be at, just kidding, depends on where you are, but you could still be at 15 hours. South Valley Vado, what is up, man? Yeah, you are not far at all. If you click that link right above you to the stand store, you're going to get all the details on the Ford Excursion event, and that's going to send you to all the stuff that you want to see for the Ford Excursion stuff. I'm just kidding. For the Ford Excursion event. So there's 2 links on there. If you've got an excursion, we would love to have you there. You're not far at all, New Mexico. I'll be coming down I'll be coming through New Mexico. I'll be coming down from Moab. So we're going to go south and come down your way, come through the top corner of New Mexico, and then hop on in. So probably get to, cruise on down the 40, the worst highway in the U.S., just like the bumpiest and the most terrible. Yeah. Torres Factor says they're in San Antonio. Are you coming to the Excursion event? Torres Factor would love to have you at the event. And Panamerian Trump asks, what's considered high miles for a 6-liter? Dude, I don't own a 6-liter, so, I mean, yeah. It's not great. High miles for a 6-liter is like, I don't know, 100,000 probably. I don't know. Ahmed, would I like to see Ford bring back the Excursion? Of course I would love to see Ford bring back the Excursion. I don't know that they will. Feels like they're kind of not interested in doing the thing. I think what we would more likely see is an Excursion package on an Expedition. Now, if that package meant 1-ton stuff, that would be really exciting. But I don't feel like it's gonna. So yeah. checking on the chat over here on Facebook. Got you guys rolling through right in here. Torres, really glad you're thinking about the event. Would love to have you. What can we do to sway you? Just kidding. I do want to talk about that a little bit. We've been talking about event stuff. I've been brainstorming. I actually have a thing. We're going to sit down, my wife and I, tomorrow and do like a big brainstorm about the event. And yeah. You're right, Giggity. I do remember this. So, Pan American Trump, there was a guy in Georgia, Bill Hewitt. He dealer-proofed the 6-liters for a living. Said if they were taken care of and had a few mods as the best, most reliable engine. And yes, there are a bunch of 6-liters with 500,000 miles on them. So I don't know what the number is that I would buy a 6-liter at, though. A non-bulletproof one, if it had over 150 on it, I would have the intention, if it was over 150, that I was going to put the 10K in it to bulletproof it almost immediately. Like, so I would buy it with the intention of knowing, especially if you couldn't prove it was bulletproof. If you could prove it was bulletproof, then I wouldn't worry as much about the miles. You know, if it's got 250 on it and it was bulletproofed at 225 or something, and you have all the proof of that, then that's a different story. But, you know, if you're buying one that you don't know anything about, the lower the better. Exactly, Ahmed. Ahmed's talking about if Ford brings back a new Excursion, and that's what a lot of us, I think, are worried about, too, is that if Ford did bring back a new Excursion, they would just would do the wrong thing. And I don't know what they would do. Ford's done a good job of when they bring vehicles back of making them impressive, but I just don't know if it's time yet for an Excursion. I don't know. I don't know. It does seem like people are really having trouble towing with Suburbans and Tahoes. There's no aftermarket support for them because the suspensions are so complex, and they're just not working out that well. And I don't know if that's a big enough market for Ford to consider bringing an Excursion back, but I would sure hope so. I mean, obviously, I would love to see it. Dealer proof was bulletproof plus EGR delete, HPOP, radiator, coolant filter upgrade, and oil bypass filter. That's pretty much bulletproof. That's what they all do, man. It's, yeah. Nice. Torres said he had an 03 that was a 6-liter that was bulletproof. He had 220K on it. It was 2-wheel drive that he sold, and he recently got a V10 with 190 on it. Looking to pull a travel trailer with it. Torres, is your V10 a 4-wheel drive or a 2-wheel drive? Either way, it doesn't matter. It's the Excursion, man. It's going to be good. You might have to do a little bit of work to it now. They're a little bit older and worn out, obviously, to tow the travel trailers, but when you get done, you've got one of the best. You got 4-wheel drive and everything. Yep. So you got one of the best tow rigs, I think, around. Yeah. Giggity, I think in terms of the way when people say bulletproof, it just feels like they just say it to say it. Because every time I hear somebody list off all the things they did bulletproofing, it includes all of those things. So I guess it's obviously just different, right? Oh, dang. Taurus Factor's got a V10 with the 2016 dash and front door. I'm imagining the door cards swapped. That's great, Taurus. Do they do the front end, too, or just the interior stuff? Pan American Trump's looking at 6-liter, 105K, coolant filter, oil cooler, and EGR delete in Idaho Falls. Awesome. That's closer to me, but that, yeah, nice low miles, man. I mean, what can you say? You get one with low miles that's had all the right stuff done to it. It's not been beat up. Yeah. Tourist Factor said just the interior's been done, but he paid $4,800. You know what? 190K on it. I think you did pretty darn good, my friend. Up here sometimes they go right around the same with that many miles. And not with that interior upgrade, though. Yeah, Tourist Factor says buy that sucker, Panamerican Trump. I think, yeah, I mean, why not? Just send it. Sounds 105 sounds pretty good. More paper, boy. Yes, Jesus is King. Thank you. Blessed to have you here and grateful to have all of you guys here. That's always my thing. So, thanks for sharing. Thanks, More Paper Boy. It's pretty fun. It's a good time. If you guys could hit that thumbs up button, I would super love it. This chat is, we were all saying last week, they were all saying they're going to come and make this one even better than last week, and not everybody's back. So where are you guys at? Got to hit the like button, make sure those other people know that they missed out on a good time. Appreciate all you guys just hanging out and asking questions and doing the thing. American Trump, I think you should buy that one. I don't know, but I said you should buy the last one. Sounded like it was clapped out, though. This one, 105K. It'd be hard to have destroyed it. Idaho Falls shouldn't have rust issues. And, yeah. Thanks for hanging out, Tourist Factor. I super hope to see you at the event. Would love to meet you. Thank you so much for being a part of the live stream again today. I recognize your name. I know you've been in here before, so I appreciate you a ton. Thank you, my friend. Checking on the comments over here on Facebook. Don't have anything going on Facebook, so, that's real exciting. But we're just hanging out, guys. Hanging out, talking excursions, doing the thing. We talked about some updates earlier, some easier things you can do, and, making these trucks better and better, and fixing some of the things that age and maybe building them a little bit too soccer mommy have done to these. So the other thing, if you're going to keep the leaf springs on these trucks, one of the best things that you can do is upgrade the leaf springs to Super Duty leaf springs. And I did this. I used a V code and a C code from a Super Duty. I got them from ATS Spring. I called, or Auto and Truck Spring, I called up there and I talked to Junior, and Junior set me up with a really nice set of springs. I like the way that truck drives a lot. It is still going to get a coil swap, though, because the coil swap truck drives better. It just does. And so that's the ultimate, in my mind, setup, is the coil swap on your Excursion. If you want it to be awesome and feel like a newer truck and have all the new stuff, we're still using that same suspension today, so you can buy all the lifts, all the stuff like that. Apparently I'm tired. So yeah. So let's go into the event. We're gonna talk about stuff. We're working on setting up other things to do at the event. We want you guys to bring your kids. We want your wives to have fun. My wife is working on some cool wife-like activities that you might be able to talk your wife into coming, because we're gonna do cool wife things like maybe nature walks, or they're gonna do reading stuff, or they're gonna do that. We were talking about setting up an RC crawler course for the kids at the event, so that you can bring your crawlers and we can have a good time crawling, or we'll go on hike with the crawlers or something. Crawler hike. No idea what those trails are going to look like, hiking trails and stuff like that, but man, we'll set it up. We'll make it happen. We're going to go do some trail crawling and fun stuff with the RC crawlers. And then for the Excursion owners, we're gonna do some really cool things. I think I have a really cool idea to do a car show, but it's not a car show. where we all basically walk around and then we get a lowdown on everybody's rigs. So 15, 20-minute segments, and the car show is just walking around to everybody's rigs and getting the owner to chat about it and answer our questions for 15 or 20 minutes as we all dissect the truck. You guys are definitely going to give me a hard time for a lot of the stuff that's done to Bob, but that's okay. He can take it. It's ugly and does its thing, but yeah, it's going to be a great time, and it's just a kind of a little preview of a couple of the things we have planned. Working on all the details to get them ironed out here. I'm hoping to have them ironed out. I mean, I want them ironed out as soon as possible. But yeah, we've got quite a few of you guys coming. Tons of people interested on Facebook, on the event page. So I'm really hopeful that all of you guys are going to be able to come. That is my goal. This is the first one. We're going to do this thing every year, but this one's going to be the most intimate probably, because I think we're going to grow every year. But if you come this year, you're going to get the first wild card of an event, because I have no clue what's going to happen. And so it's going to be fun, and we're just going to have an excellent time. Maris Adventure Park looks like such a cool spot. I'm so looking forward to going there, hanging out, and exploring some of their trails, but also just hanging out with you guys and getting to know you better. That's what it's about. It's about knowing Excursion guys, meeting them guys from all over the world. I think I say world, and I think there is a guy coming from another country. So yeah. All right, Ahmed is looking for a 9-seater. He's found a nice 8-seater, but he's not sure if he can swap the console seat, and I have it swap, or if he had to swap out all the front seats. Yeah, so if you can find a Super Duty jump seat, Ahmed, it will fit in the center. You might have to drill some holes and stuff, but if you can find a Super Duty jump seat, it will go, from what I understand, between the front seats. I think you have to take off the armrests on the factory Excursion seats. There are some guys that have done it on Facebook. I wonder if maybe you could do some research on Facebook on one of the groups and stuff about it. But there are guys that have swapped in that jump seat. I've seen it quite a few times posted on the groups. So checking on things all around. We got Braun saying hi. What is up? Glad to have you in here. Hit that like button and ask me some questions. Would love to have you. Giggity. Nobody that has like the jump seat, you mean? I never see them for sale, so I never know. I feel like I've seen a jump seat actually for sale for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, the jump seat might be hard to find just by itself, is what Giggity is saying. He might be completely right. I have no idea. I've never looked. This is not something that I've never wanted to do a 9-seater Excursion. I have the one behind me is a 5-seater Excursion, because I don't ever, the third row has a 40-inch spare laying over the mounts. It's fine. It's just fine. Who needs it? Oh, interesting. That's funny, Giggity. Yeah, so Giggity, the Ahmed is in Saudi Arabia. Said he's been driving since he was like 10 years old, without a license. He owns a car already. He wants a second car as an Excursion. That's just wild to me. Just like, well, send it. I wonder how you can how finding jump seats is in Saudi Arabia, comparatively to down there. And I'm pretty sure your name is Justin, Giggity. I can't remember. Where are you in North Carolina? I don't feel like you're in Texas. I feel like every time I see you, I think you're in Texas, and then you say you're somewhere else. I can't remember where you are. But yeah, I never see the fronts. I'm also never looking for them. Playing with my gas pump that Brian gave me. This is now the official Excursion token of your truck is cool is a gas pump, and so we'll have some to do things with at the event. I can guarantee the gas pump is going to come up at the event. So if you're coming to the event, bring a gas pump. It'll help you get gas. Well, I know your name. We're going to call you Bill, though. So, yeah, see, I always think you're in Texas for some reason. I don't know why. I just I associated you with Texas somehow, and I don't really know. You're coming to the event, right? You better be coming to the event. You're on every week, and I would just love to shake your hand. So I really need you to come to the event, because that's as far across the country as I'm getting this year. So come to the event. Oklahoma? Tennessee? I can't remember. You have to remember, though, well, I talked to a lot of different people, but I also, I don't know, I'm running an entire theater technical thing during the week, and working at Fastenal and making videos for Amazon, and then on the weekends I just get to talk to you guys. Yeah, North Carolina. See, I was right with my second, and it is Justin, right? Because I remember that was from Amazon, I think. So, yeah, I need to do better at going live on Amazon some more. Do you like Amazon Lives? Does anybody like creators being live on Amazon? Tell me in the comments. What do you think about a creator being live on Amazon? Is that like, oh yeah, I'm going to check out the products and maybe grab some? Or is that like really annoying? Family Main, what is up? Oh, geez. Family Main says, I know exactly what they sent this $5 for. All he said was $25K with $50K on a new motor and $250K overall. Because the Family Main has seen this locally to me. There is an Excursion for sale that is on tracks. And it's only $25,000. And yeah. So you're getting, Alex, I think you need this. I think that you should buy it, and then I get to work on it and make videos and cool stuff. That makes way more sense, man. That makes way more sense, is that you own the truck. All right, Giggity says he likes seeing somebody do a real review on there. R. Braun, look up on my channel when you get a chance. Hidden subwoofer. I think that'll come up. I can just post it. I'll just send you a link. Hang on. I've got a pile sub underneath my back row seat is what I have. And I'm going to try and find the video for you. See if I can find it. I did a short on it a while back. And it's definitely been around. I can just send you the link to the sub. It's just a flat pack sub. Gil Kennedy, I am looking for a reel that I did so I can share with my friend here. A short on where my subwoofer is set up, and I'm gonna get it for him, maybe. Probably not, but I'm gonna try. No. How about like chat with geek videos? Okay, axle question. Swap the front axle from a 2006 at 250. All the benefits, yeah, all the stuff. Don't see any benefit to the swap in the rear. Everything seems to be the same except the width. but I just put a spacer. Gil Kennedy, you're completely right. The rear end is the exact same. But I personally don't love running wheel spacers. I'm also running really big tire. If I was doing it on my other truck, I'm going to be towing trailers, so I don't want a wheel spacer in there. I'm not the biggest hater of wheel spacers. I literally run them on my Jeep. I have for years. It is not a big deal. But on this truck, there's just something about it, and if you have the axle and you have access to it, I don't see why not. But I totally agree and totally understand what you're saying. You could totally run a spacer, not a big deal. That's just my personal take on it. I decided to swap it because I don't want to deal with the spacer. So, yeah. Yeah. Family Maine is talking about he built a sub in the factory location inside of the size of a 30-inch tire. Our Braun, a lot of guys have actually done that. So you could, let's see if this video. Of the second row seat in your Ford Excursions. Did you know they had a bunch of hidden features? Ford put some really cool stuff. This is the hidden feature video. That's not the one I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just share this video with you. It shows it. There you go, Braun. I just dropped a link to that video. Doesn't actually, it's not the one about the sub, but it's a video that shows how it's mounted underneath the seat and stuff. So, it's not, our Braun, I hope you're still in here. It's not like the biggest sub. It's not like any of that. It's not going to blow your doors off, but you could turn that thing up and it'll be quite annoying and rattle everything. I'm not a big crazy subwoofer guy. I do like good sound quality, but I'm not like, let's have the craziest sub in the world. But there are a couple guys that have built a full like spare tire mount with two 12s or 16s in them, I think. Because you've got probably 12s, because you've got a 32-inch spare technically placement in an Excursion that you could cut a round circle and then build a whole box into that mounted into, just like the spare, if you don't have a spare back there. So there's a couple different options. The other thing I've seen people do is put them in the back doors. The problem with the back doors is that they are fiberglass. So train horn placement, probably going to be behind the steps, between the frame rail and the steps up in that area would probably be a good one. You can drill self-tappers into those. There's full mounts that go across the body right there. The steps are kind of mounted to. And that's where the rest starts and everything. If you watch some of my videos, you can see like the square cutouts. Or you're crawling underneath your truck, you'll see the square cutouts. That's what I'm talking about, those big beams, because they're a C-channel that's mounted like this underneath the thing, and you could actually put a self-tapper into it, and that would put it down low and get it out of the engine bay and stuff, so it wouldn't regulate it. So yeah, I would look at under there, and there's like 5 inches under there. That's all covered and easy. That's what I cut off for my rock sliders and stuff. So, yeah, 5 to 7. There's a freaking lot of room under there, on either side. You know, put it on one side. Put it on whatever side you want. I would put it on the passenger side, so it's a little further away from me. But I'm not a massive train horn guy. I am working on some fun horn things for this truck. I'm not really actively working on them, but we are playing with horns a little bit. I would like to figure out how to make this truck have a cool sounding horn. The old Bob Excursion would be fun to have a ship sounding horn, because on the trail everyone calls it the ship, and they give me directions in port and starboard. It's hard to drive when you're laughing, but it's a good time. Gil Kennedy, thank you, man. Thank you. Appreciate donating to Geese 4x4. That's a big deal. Gil, are you like anywhere near where you can come to the excursion event? Like, I would love to meet you, shake your hand. As all of you guys, anybody that's in here would love to come and shake your hand and just have you at the excursion event so we can talk excursions and just do this fun excursion thing together. We are 2 out of 5 of our goal today to get you guys the sneak preview of some of the mods that I've been working on. So, you know, just saying, keep going on those super chats. Arbron, thoughts on ditch lights? I am a proponent of the lights in the grill. I just like the hidden lights better than stuff on the side. They do look good. I get it. And, you know, I get it. But I grew up in Southern California. People were stealing those lights. And so I don't like having anything mounted on the outside. So everything of mine is hidden behind the grill. As much as it doesn't make sense, is because I have an Excursion that's extremely modified. I actually like to build things that look very stock, and so to me, ditch lights just like put like a target on your truck. To me, I'm sure somebody makes a nice bracket though, and you could throw them up there. But I can get the ones in the grill to go out pretty far, and then I can see. I mean, I can see 20 feet in the ditch with the lights on the front of the white truck and this one. These are, yeah, they're great. Gil says he is in South Florida. Yeah, dude, you need to drive. Well, it is only January. It is officially 3 months because it starts the 12th. So it's technically officially 3 months today. So you got 3 months to get that excursion ready for a nice little 20+ hour drive. And bring it and come hang out with us, man. Would love to have you. I also get that you're spending money on your excursion, so paying for an event and stuff and coming and hanging out it's hard. I get it. But I would just love to have you. This event's going to be so much fun. We're going to do all the things, you know, and just talk to people and, you know, just learn about excursions and learn about people. And I'm so excited to get to meet some of my people. You guys are why I keep doing this. Panamerian looking for 6.0 Excursion still. He's found a 6-liter with a 167K on it and an EGR delete in Pueblo, in San Antonio. It's probably not cheap in San Antonio. Gil, that's a bigger project. But, dude, sounds like that thing's going to be nice when it's done. Please send me some pictures when they get that thing painted. What color are you going to go with? I've always thought of my white truck, if I ever got to paint it, I would go and I really, really like the pearl color. And I know it's not even that big a change or anything. And I actually like the Edge that we own is that color, pearl white. And the newer Ford Pearl is just so good. That's what I want. I would love a pearl white Excursion. And it's funny because I don't think I've seen anybody else do it for some reason. And maybe that's because when you spend a lot of money on paint, white is like not high on the option. Ford, the Marsh Gray. Is that like the kind of flat looking gray? That'll look cool too. Did you do the front end swap and stuff, Gil? I can't remember. I know I've talked to you before, but I can't remember if you've done a whole bunch of work to this thing. Yes, Panamerian. That's the problem with the 6-liter. It's probably more powerful, but that's when it runs. So, what's up on Facebook? Got a couple people over here right now. Guys, we are live on YouTube and Facebook simultaneously. The comment section over here on Facebook, you guys are welcome to ask any questions. The questions that I am answering are right on the YouTube comment section. So yeah. Okay, 2005 front end. But you didn't do like the fenders and stuff to go even newer is what I was wondering. So no, it's cool though. That's that paint job is probably not going to be cheap. I don't want to know what it costs to paint one of these trucks. These things are just yeah, I mean, the paint alone, you're going to need double what you would need for a normal vehicle. So, yeah. If you would like more information on the Excursion event, you can check out the link that I am posting in the chat right this second. It is April 9th through the 12th at Maris Adventure Park. I got a link to the tickets on there. I've also got a link to the Facebook event page. You don't have to have a Facebook account to access that page. And yeah. John over here on the Facebook comment says that paint is overrated. He'll stick with his sun-faded Ford Burgundy. I get it, John. I am in your boat, especially for this truck right sitting behind me. My white one will probably get painted someday, and mostly because of the fact that Ford's white paint is absolute garbage. I've got paint starting to chip off, and it just makes me sad. And that truck is so nice, so clean, so straight still, and the paint is chipping off. And it's been in the garage for like 75% of its life. It needs to calm down. It's very disappointing. So, our Braun. So we actually were just talking about steering wheels earlier, and I looked up because I was curious because nobody had been talking about. I bought my steering wheel through Car ID, and I looked it up today, and it looks like they no longer make the steering wheels for these trucks, which is a real bummer because it was a Chinese company that was doing it really nice. I've had that steering wheel in there for 10 years in the white truck, and it still looks like the day I put it in. So yeah, I got to go back to the drawing board myself. I know that the Lincoln Navigators and stuff had the wood wheel. What's annoying is what I want in this one is like race car wheel, you know? So I'm a little annoyed and a little bummed because Car ID, you could do like anything on those steering wheels. You could do carbon fiber and the center line and like all the cool stuff. And I should have been one of the first things I bought for Bob, but I didn't do it. Giggity got a quote for 8,500. See, Giggity, though, just your clear is coming off. Literally, the white paint, the Ford white paint is chipping off in chunks on the white. And it's like in the door jamb. So the door jamb, you can't see it on that camera. The door jamb on my white truck on the other side is like primer because all the paint is chipping off. So it's kind of a bummer. What is up, Dustin Jones, part of the Excursion gang? What is up, my friend? Hit that like button and hit me up with some questions. Would love to chat with you. And we've just been talking about the Excursion event. We've been talking about Excursion updates. We've been talking about all the stuff. Dustin, I have both. So it's more of a yes answer than which one. This one sitting right behind me is a V10. The 7.3 is that away. Yeah, this one's V10. I chose to get a V10 for this one because I wanted to reduce some weight as I was building an off-road truck. And it did. It lost 1,000 pounds because of the V10 over the 7.3. I cannot believe that still, but it did. So, Dustin, it depends on what I'm doing. Dustin asked which one I like better between the 7.3 and the V10. I've owned my 7.3 since it was new, Dustin, so I'm a little partial, I'll be honest, that I think the 7.3 is just better. But the V10 is so much better, I think, on the trail for wheeling, and if I were to daily drive one, I would 100% want a V10 versus the 7.3. It takes forever to warm it up and all that stuff. So, but for towing and road trips and just overall having a truck, the 7.3 is just, it's so good. It's so good. Over here on Facebook, John says he wishes he could make it to the event. Texas is a little far from South Carolina with the V10. John, come on, man. I'm driving from Washington State. I'm driving 26 hours to get there in a V10 on 40s. So you can totally do it. It's going to cost us all. We're going to put America back on the map with gas getting there. It's going to be awesome. That's just the problem is I just can't get any closer to South Carolina for you, because then I have to drive like 30 plus hours and you get to drive less. So that's kind of hard on the rest of us on this side of the country. So that was what was hard about the event. I wanted to make it dead center so everybody had an opportunity. I get it. Don't, if you can't make it, I totally understand. Okay. But I always just like to josh with people because that's always the excuse is it's too far. And I go, I'm driving further than you with 40s in a V10. And I only have a 23-gallon gas tank because I bobbed it like an idiot. Anyway. Giggity. Yeah, it's crazy. It's been outside. Yeah, see, that makes total sense. And the spot over the handle in the back is perfectly smooth and shiny. Okay, that's not even fair, Giggity. Dustin, totally, man. I think the V10 is super impressive. It impresses me every time I drive it. I really like it, but it's not the 7.3. James, he's a V10 limited 4x4 owner. Thank you, James, for being here at the live today. I appreciate that. If you would hit the like button and do the things, would love it. Ask any question you want, James. I'm here to hang out with you, answer your questions, and do the things. John, yeah. I get it, John. I get it, my friend. It's going to be a big bill. So, but I'm doing it to hang out with you guys. The hope is we're going to do this every year. So, you know, stay in that grind. I know we're all working our butts off. So, you'll get it. And I would love to see you and meet you, my friend. So someday, hopefully, my thought right now is to do this thing every year in Texas. So, we'll see. And if it grows really big and you guys want to be able to do them all over the country, and I just go around, I'm down. So, we'll see. We'll see what this thing grows to. We're going to do this first one and then we're going to go from there. So, I got to go to Florida and see Gil because his excursion is completely torn down. Yeah, Gil says we need to get our hands on that next oil tanker and get that seize of fuel. And the dude's right. We're going to need it. James, how to change the coolant temp sensor. Where is that? I don't even know where that is. I don't think it's that difficult to change, probably. It's probably right up there by the upper radiator hose that goes into the head. And it's just a single sensor and a plug. Not hard. You can do it. Easy one. I would definitely look up a YouTube video. I don't have one. But I would look up a YouTube video on just like a Ford V10 coolant temp sensor, and somebody will walk you right through it. It'd be great. Probably Chris Fix. He's great. Renovations and repairs, looking to pick up an Excursion here soon. He can't wait to build himself a tornado-chasing machine. That is wild, renovation and repair. I don't know why you guys go towards tornadoes. Us on the West Coast don't understand. So, you have fun, though. Enjoy that. Under the intake manifold. Is that where it is, James? That sucks. So, got to pull the intake. If it's close enough. I guess if it's not enough room when you can get your hand in there. You just pull the alternator out of the way. You might be able to get your hand in there. Maybe. Gil, I will. Someday. I'll get around. I got to go wheeling all those spots. So, I'll get around. But it won't be quick. The quickest way to see me and the quickest way to get part of this bigger excursion community and get to meet some of the people is going to be these Texas events. These are about as central as we can get, and I think this park's going to work out really well. I hope. Like I said, I'm not married to it, but I also just think I did a ton of research to find and get this thing as central as I possibly could. So I totally still understand, right, that that is a lot of money, and you guys still need the time and the money to drive there. But like, you also have to think of it from the other end, right? Like if I move it 10 hours east, I'm driving 10 hours more, but you get to drive 10 hours less. James, that is awesome. The tailgate actuator is a game changer. John, I saw you over here. You said I inspired a overland build there. Slowly getting there. John, that is awesome, man. I would love to see some pictures of that. You can post in my community page on YouTube, or you could join my stand store community, and you have direct access to me. It's $1.99 a month. It's dirt cheap. And there's a link if you scroll up just a little bit in the chat over there, John. And you could have direct access to me, man. And we've just got a little community going on there that we're growing, and it's willing to help you with anything, my friend. I'm so glad to have inspired, and would love to see some pictures of that sucker. So these trucks are great, right, John? Like, they're just the best. James is in Bellevue, Michigan. Is that MI down there? That's not close to me. Not at all. But James, would love to have you come down to the event, my friend. How far is that to Maris Adventure Park in Claude, Texas, from Michigan? John, that's awesome though. Got tire on top though? I don't know if are you even overlanding if your tire's not on the rack on the roof? That's the real question. Also, where are you overlanding? In South Carolina. I don't know that I've ever seen anything in South Carolina overlanding. Yeah, the best family adventure truck freaking ever. That's what John said. He is so right. These trucks they just work so good for kids or no. I don't even have kids. But I sleep in the back of it. It's so nice. I don't know. That's what I wanted when I built Bob. The idea was that I could build a rock crawler that I could sleep in the back of. And that's what I've done. And I've also created and built a community of you guys along the way. And that's been maybe the most fun part. The truck is cool, but the most fun part maybe for me is meeting and talking to you guys. And that's why I'm doing the event, right? Because I really just like meeting and talking to you guys and helping you out and helping everybody keep these trucks on the road. John is not putting the tire on the roof. He said not a chance. He said he's doing the rear tire setup. Oh, it's going to hang off the back. All right. He's going up the border or north-south mountains in Tennessee. Oh, cool. I've heard some really cool things about Tennessee, though. So I would love to go out there and wheel some Tennessee stuff. If you have big enough tires in South Carolina, you could ride up and down the intercoastal waterway. What? Driving a river? Tell me about it. How tall tires do you need? What is this? Never heard of this. I'm waiting for the comments. Like, intercoastal waterway sounds like a river or an ocean. And I don't really want to drive in the ocean, but I want to know about it. Yeah, West is all right. I got trees up the wazoo though, John, so I have to drive a little ways too. Oh, only 1,300 miles. James, you need to come to the event. It's super close, my friend. That's a 2-day drive. Easy. Come hang out with me. Come hang out with all the other excursion owners that are coming. And, yeah, we'll have the great things. Yeah, intercoastal is the ocean. That's what John says. Yeah. Well, you can tell I don't live on the ocean. Coastal is what I've always thought is the ocean. Intercoastal shouldn't be the ocean. James, the event is April 9th through the 12th at Maris Adventure Park. I just dropped a link. I'm trying to drop a link down below for you. Yep, should have a link right in there now. That goes to my stand store. But in the stand store, you can see the Facebook page and then where to buy tickets. So you have 2 links in that stand store. And that will give you the ability to either buy tickets or to look at the link and figure out what we're doing. So, or you can ask me right here and ask me any questions. Okay, yeah, the ticket price is like, well, it's $250 for 2 people and the truck to get in the park, and then I forget what it is for extra people, and then that includes camping and your vehicle fees and everything, because it's a privately owned off-road park. And they've got tons of hiking trails, biking trails. We're going to do stuff for the kids. We're going to do stuff for the wives. We're going to do stuff for the guys. We're going to do the stuff, guys. This is going to be, I'm going to put everything into this event. I want this event to be incredible. I'm going to take some stuff from Gary Vee and try and scale the unscalable and start with some really, really good community building things. And I want you guys all there. So I would super appreciate it if you would come. That would just be, it would make me happy. Make me really happy. But I totally get it if you can't. That is also okay. The idea is that we're going to do this event every year. So depending on how this goes, depending on how this location works, all these things, we're going to be looking to do this over and over, and we're going to do a yearly excursion thing. It's going to happen because the excursion deserves it. The excursion community deserves it. And I just literally care. Maybe I care too much about this old truck, but I really do care. And I want all of you guys to come, and I want to meet all of you guys, and I want to continue helping you to keep these excursions on the road, and that is just my entire goal. So, yeah, I'm Bryce. I'm the Ford Excursion guy. If you haven't met me yet, I might be stupid. It might be dumb, but I love these dumb 20-plus-year-old trucks. Officially, 21 is the newest one now. Technically, apparently they built a couple into 2006. Not very many, though. So, yeah. What else we got here, guys, for the questions? And drop them in the comments. If you are in here and you have not hit the thumbs up button, I would super duper appreciate that. If you have not voted on the poll, I would also super duper appreciate that. If you want to donate, I have got a goal set up today. We're 2 out of 5 on the goal of 5 donations. And I'm going to show you guys some sneak peek stuff of some mods I've been working on, and you'll get a little sneak peek of the preview videos. Who in here watched my video today? Anybody watched the video today? I dropped a new video today going over all of the suspension on Bob. So, like, what shocks I'm running, what springs I'm running, what exactly the 4-link setup I'm running, all of the stuff. So, did anybody watch it? Comment down below. Comment in the comment section if you did put watch. How are we doing over here? John says, speaking of the V10, for anybody doing a dual battery setup under hood spot or cargo area, I don't see space in the engine bay. So, John, we talked about this a couple weeks ago. We were talking about maybe running a 6-liter or a 7.3 air box. If you put the 6-liter or the 7.3 air box in there, you could put the 6-liter or the 7.3 battery mount, and then you could have room for your second battery. The problem with that air box is that it kind of interferes with the power steering fluid reservoir on the V10. But essentially, the battery goes right there. I don't know if you've ever seen a 7.3 or a V10 engine bay, but the battery goes the same spot basically as it is on the passenger side, on the driver's side. So you could tuck it in there. I'm gonna put my second battery in Bob, where the rear heat and AC, like the big old fan for the rear end, it's all that little cubby. It's all like in there somewhere, like it's up in there. I don't know. You can see all the tubes and stuff. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. And my section is now shorter because I bobbed it. But I have room for like a little motorcycle type battery, and I think there might be one coming from Amazon right now. I'm not really sure. But yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot about the evap charcoal canister. Mine's not there anymore. Mine is above the axle in the rear. I forgot about that. But yeah, you'd have to figure out something to do with that too, John. So definitely there is some work to do there. But that's what I would try and do, is if you could dual battery it under the hood, because like you know that a battery fits in there, just turn the canister on its side or something and put it underneath the airbox. I don't know. I'm sure you could do it. There's just more room in that side. There's so much more room in that side than on the 7.3 because like all the intercooler tubes and everything. You could almost put the charcoal canister down where the air filter is, and then you could move the air filter up. Oh, James over here on the YouTube has a great idea. He says he's putting 2 batteries where the spare tire goes along with an inverter. So that's interesting. You could take that circular setup over there and make that your powerhouse. That's a really good idea, James. I like that idea too. The problem with that is trying to figure out how to charge those batteries and get nice big cables back there from the alternator. But I guess you could charge them off the trailer plug. Yeah, the isolators. I guess you could just put... I mean, I get you'd have isolators, but I just mean, like, you'd have to run... Yeah, you know, that's pretty much what I was going to do, is run my thing off the trailer plug, because the trailer plug probably already has some sort of isolator in it. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The 7-pin has the center pin in it, charges if your trailer has, like, a battery for lights and stuff like that. It has a center pin plug in it that charges the trailer when it's plugged in. And what I always figured is that I could take that power cord and put it to a battery. I don't know if the trailer has an isolator on it when it has that, though. I don't know if I need that. I gotta figure all that out. I think the battery I might be getting is lithium, though, so that's gonna be kind of interesting. I gotta learn all about all this stuff and do it. I hope that this battery comes and then I can start playing with it. So yeah. James over here is running 0 gauge. That is basically what I'm running now. Really cool thing. Big 7 kits just came out. Well, them and I just developed a battery cable kit for the V10. So you can now buy massive battery cables for your V10. I will have a video out soon. I tried to do a video on the install, and you know, I just don't know that it's going to be entertaining to watch me do wiring. And so we'll see how that video goes. The good thing I did do is I recorded the truck starting before, and then I can do it now after. And I can show you where I routed and all that stuff. It's just like trying to film in the engine bay and and then trying to run the wires and tape them and do all the stuff. You have to re-loom, essentially, the loom from the alternator to the solenoid, because Ford uses a fusible link that if it ever dies, it'll knock you out and put you dead in the water. And Big 7 Kits puts together with an ANL fuse that is slick. And yeah. Okay, John over here on Facebook says he's doing a LiFePO 4 battery with inverter, getting the 12 volt to DC charge, minus the battery and wiring. You can get the other 2 on Vivor for 150 shipped. Yeah, that's killer. That's killer. Okay, we've got Giggity saying his 7-pin does not have power 4-pin has no brake, return signals, and only marker lights. It's been that way since I've had it. Never found the issue, just tied into the truck lights. Giggity, there is fuses. They're under the hood that I would check. That would be the first place I would start if you never have looked into it. Steven says, great coil swap video. I just removed some 2010 axles from parts frame to swap my 03 Excursion, or 00 Excursion. 7.3 Excursion, that's why I got 3. And getting everything ready now. Is it worth replacing the rubber like the coil spring isolators? Steven, I am so glad to help you out with that video on the coil swap, my friend. The coil swap, the coil isolators, you know, it depends on how yours look. If they're all rotted and falling apart, then obviously yes. But if they are still in decent shape, then I just use the ones from my 05 truck that I found. I had the guy save everything even. I didn't see the frame ever. And so, you know, as far as bushings go, heck yeah. I mean, if you have the ability to do the bushings on the axle, I don't even know how to do those. I didn't do those either. So yeah. Brian coming over here with some good news, it looks like. He said he thinks he's got it sorted. He was listening while taking it for a drive. Now starts, runs, drives, starts hot, and the heat even works. Holy smokes, Brian. Guys, put your hands together for Brian. He has fixed another 6-liter. The man, the myth, the legend. Nice work, my friend. John says, coil swap is the way. Got it on my 2001. Such a better turning radius, plus the added lift from just the coil swap. John is completely right. I think it's worth doing the coil swap just for the turning radius. It is literally a game changer. Especially if you're going to off-road the truck at all. It is, yeah. I barely ever have to back up. And that says a lot, because you guys have seen where I'm driving this dumb truck. And, yeah. John, yes, I do like the PMF steering linkages a lot. Let me show you guys, though, the issue with the PMF steering linkages. The issue with the PMF steering linkages is when your driver doesn't pay attention and hits a rock. I don't know how to show this in the video of how bent this is, but I bent the heck out of this crazy thick DOM tubing. Yeah. And it doesn't bend back because it's really strong. So I'm actually probably going to be switching to an aluminum tie rod because they'll bend and come back. But if you are smarter than me and not driving into rocks, it'll last you forever. PMF one is incredible. It's just my own dumb driving and just like where I'm trying to take this truck. I think I'm going to go aluminum. I really, it has nothing to do with PMF's part being weak. It has something to do with me being dumb and trying to take this truck where it shouldn't be. I really should have high steer, but I think I need the flexibility of aluminum. We'll see. We'll see if I hate it. If I hate it, I'm just going to go straight back to the PMF one. It's fine. But I think I'm going to get, looking at the WFO, because they just make a nice tie rod replacement. And, yeah. Yeah, Gil. So you got a little bit of bigger bearing. You got definitely a bigger axle from the coil swap. And it's huge. I mean, I just think people are sleeping on it because they think it's hard. And it sounds like a lot of you guys in here have done the coil swap, and I think we all can agree it's work, but it's not that bad. And yeah, I'm gathering parts currently. There's 2 axles in my backyard, and I'm working on the rest of the stuff to do the 7.3. So like I'm pretty soon gonna have both of them coil swapped. John, yeah, I think you'll like the arms. I don't know, John, what springs did you go with? I was super incredibly impressed when I went from the stock springs to the Skyjacker ones at the ride difference. It's incredible. And I really, because of the engine weight difference, I went with the gas '05 springs, and I really didn't gain that much height lift wise. Like a half inch or 3/4 of an inch with a 2-inch lift spring because of the V10. And then I got that code Geeks 4x410. They get you 10% off at Skyjacker. So just so you know, John, if you do want to do, I think they have a 2-inch spring for a 6-liter, and I wonder how much lighter that engine is. So I think you maybe only get an inch or something. And yeah. What's up? We've got some more stuff going on here. Not too many people sleeping on it. Are 5 times the price of 05 of the 08 Plus. That's funny, Steven. Yeah. Gill airbag on the front. Interesting. We've got BD Wax from Amarillo. What is up? Oh, Gil, I have not seen that. I haven't seen anybody running bags on an Excursion, especially after the coil swap. Totally, John. Yeah, I think you'll be impressed if you go. I don't know what route you're thinking of it with springs, but I'm just a Skyjacker guy, so I just really like the way their stuff rides. It's super nice. I didn't expect it to be as noticeable, to be honest. I just expected spring whatever. But especially if you got a leveling kit. I think they do have a 2-inch spring for a 6-liter 05 Plus, and that should give you probably an inch, so that's probably your level. And then I think you'll be impressed. I sure am. So BD Wax doing the coil swap in a couple of months. He just got a set of 1-tons the other day off of Marketplace. Well, BD Wax, all the axles were 1-tons. I mean, the 50 is technically a 1-ton too. But you did buy the right, like 05 to 07 coil axles, right? But yeah. Oh, you're 4 inches over stock in the front with the coils and the spacers. The back is a block. You replace those too. Yeah, 4 inches over stock. So that 2-inch will probably be pretty low. Then you might have to bring the back down a little bit. John, I don't know how big a tire you're running, John. I wasn't sure. I don't know if it's because it was softer or the V10 is that much heavier or what, but I definitely did not get the 2 inches out of the 2-inch Skyjacker spring, which I'm really happy about because I want this truck to be as low as I possibly can. Mostly because it already rubs the rubber coming into my 7-foot garage door. But it does fit. That's great. Great stuff. Great stuff. So, yeah, John, when you are ready, just remember that Geeks 4x410 code, and that'll get you 10% off any day of the week. And this year, at the end of the year, they did stack them a little bit, so if you waited that long, you could pay attention and maybe get a better deal. But it wasn't like a stack to get a lot of percentage and stuff. Yeah, with 35s, I bet you could be almost stock height, you know. So what I would do if you're gonna buy springs is I would buy the front one first, and then I would, measure and figure out what you need to do to the back. And then if you need to replace blocks and do that stuff, do all that to the back. So sounds like you got a nice setup though. Not too big of a lift, and nice tires. You can go 37s, man. Just send it. BD Wax is going to do the full traction. Going 6 to 8 inch lift, so he can run 37s to 40s. Well, BD Wax, you can just do a 2-inch lift with 37s and 40s if you want. Steven, I haven't thought that far up yet with the 7.3. I still don't have the 08 Plus springs on this truck. So, but my buddy Gray, I think, is bringing me a set to the event. So, once I get the springs, then I just need to grab the brackets from PMF and put them on this thing, see what they're all like. And then, yeah, we'll see. If it is night and day, like everybody says, yes. My goal is to bring the white one into, like, the goal is to make the white one feel super new, like much newer. So, like, that's the hope. Yeah, I recognize your name, BD Wax, for sure. Oh, John, you can run 37s with 430s, man. You don't need power. It's fine. I ran the 40s with 410s for the first until literally it hasn't even been a year yet. So everything that you saw from me about Bob before February of 2025, it had 410s. That's what I was doing all the wheeling on. It was fine. It was not powerful. It was, yeah. It was something. It was fine. I don't know. I don't think it was that bad. Everybody's like, oh, it's whatever. I'm like, the V10's slow. Anyway, I didn't expect this truck to be fast. BD Wax, I will warn you, do you already own the full traction kit? Because the full traction kit, I've heard this from many people. I've never bought anything from them. They seem super nice. Every time that I see somebody post about full traction, it's about how long it took them to get their kit. And it seems like people are waiting like a year plus to get their full traction kit. So I hope you have a better experience with them. It seems like an awesome company. To go with the coils and stuff is super cool. But I'm a proponent of not waiting that long. Also, if you just got a normal Dana 60 that you're going to do their full traction kit on, it's fine. It gives you a bigger axle, but you don't gain the turning radius, which is one of the biggest things that's awesome about the 2005 to 2007 swap. So just warning you right now so you know everything. I think you probably already heard all that. I think we've already talked about it, but I just always like to tell everybody all this stuff. Gil, when I say 4-inch lift kit, tell me more, Gil. I was talking about, John said he had a 4-inch lift kit. Mine is not 4 inches. EJ, I have tinted window. It was so long ago, I have no clue. I just got the, like, max legal limit in Utah. Yeah, BD Wax, depends on what size tire you're running. If you're towing trailers or doing any of that, I would go deeper than I went with the 40s. The reason I went with 488s is the old-timey hardcore rock rollers kind of have this said, not said thing that's been tested and proven wrong, but I still can't get over it, that the 488s are stronger. And that's why I went with that. Probably should have done 513s. This truck just shifted on hills stock, so it's like not like it changed that much. Whoa, James says ceramic tint on his was $800. That's crazy. Gil Kennedy, still waiting to understand what you were asking about 4-inch lift kit. My lift kit, if you just want to know, Gil, this truck sits, I think the exact measurement, we could measure this on the live if you guys want, is 25 inches from center hub to fender. Duck Ninja Dad, what up? Got some regulars pulling in here. We've got a bunch of people over on Facebook too. This is great. Just comment away, guys. I will respond to it. Either of the sites, YouTube or Facebook. I'm just glad to have you guys all on here. And glad to have a great conversation going on here at the end. So let's keep it going. Bring it on up. If you have not hit the thumbs up button on both of these platforms, I would love to have it hit. John, I have not, but I am good friends with AA Design Tuning. He is in Spokane, and he wants to work on the V10 with me. So we are going to do that soon. I need to buy a Hydra, though, first. Yes, the V10 has the same PCM as the 7.3. You can run a Hydra on the V10. So we are going to play with the transmission tuning on the V10. I really need to do that before this event. I just don't want to spend the money yet. We'll see. Buy things on Amazon. Donate money so I can buy a Hydra and help get AA Design Tuning to build tunes for the V10. I really want them really bad. I think I can get better fuel mileage because I think he can make all that happen. And, yeah, I'm hoping. BD Wax, 548s and 513 with an aux locker and an Atlas. You on 40s BD Wax? If you, the aux lockers are sick. Atlas is in my hope too. I'd like to be able to do a front dig someday. And if you're doing an Atlas, I would not worry about the 488s then. I'd go 488. I like 24, it's like 2350, 2400 RPM on the freeway with the 40s and the 488s. So that just feels nice. It feels nicer than 2700. When it downshifts, it doesn't go to 3700, right? It goes to 35, and then a torque converter locks, and it goes down to like 33.5. So Duck Ninja Dad, the oil gauge is like kind of a dummy gauge. It's for oil pressure. Tell me about what you're hearing. Are you hearing any ticking or anything like that? These senders are known for going bad, Duck Ninja Dad. So it's very possible you have a bad sender. Something's kind of stuck in there. And so when the oil pressure drops a little bit going to a stoplight, it's not sending that it has oil pressure. And then when you speed back up, it's telling it, oh yeah, I feel oil pressure now. So you might need to replace the gauge or the sender unit. Yeah, John, me too, my friend. I really, really want to play with him, AA Design Tuning on the tunes for the V10. We were talking about doing some tunes where the truck won't even like go out of second gear, so I can use it rock crawling, and then working on the torque converter, because I've got issues on really steep climbs where the torque converter's losing pressure and then I can't climb it. And so like kind of working on the torque converter stuff and trying to make it to where it will stay in or something. I don't know exactly how all that would work, but he is very smart. And so I'm excited to work with him. I just need to get the Hydra. I need to text. I'm going to message him right after this and figure out how much a Hydra is. I have to, two things I might have to buy. I have to buy a new steering. I had to buy a new tie rod. And the aluminum one is like $300 from WFO. So I have to spend that money, and then I have to maybe do the tunes. We'll see. Zachary, what's up, man? Glad you're in here and glad we're talking in the comments. I'm really appreciating all these comments. He loves his 04 V10 Limited. Love it, my friend. You have a lifter tick going on. Interesting. Yeah, I would replace the sensor first, Duck Ninja Dad, just for making sure, my friend. James says he's thinking about heads in a cam. That sounds rad, man. Giggity says what I just really want to do is, or put a manual in it. Yeah, that would fix everything. And then Jason asks, is this a 7.3 or a 6-liter? Actually, Jason, this is a 6.8 V10. So when I built an off-road truck, I wanted to do a V10 to save the weight, and it just gets power quicker than the diesels. Doesn't do any of that. I don't have to wait for the turbo and stuff like that. So I also have a 7.3. It's behind you. But the V10 was the choice for the build, for a wheeling build. So that's what that truck is. Exactly, John. So Pat, we can build 15 different tunes for the V10 essentially, and play with it. What I would love, the reason I would love to get it is if I could get 1 mile per gallon better, it would be incredible. So, Dylan, this is live, my friend. I am answering questions and doing the thing right on the live. So, I don't know how you would pre-record and talk to people. So, not pre-recorded though. You're all bots, yes. Snowman Yankee, I hope you're okay. I don't know what you meant by that, but it's my truck. Crazy as that. But yeah, John's over here in the Facebook liking the... Oh yeah, I am AI. 100% AI. I don't know. I don't know how to respond with people like that. Like, I don't know. Like, yeah, I think. Are we all actually here? I don't actually know. Guys, we have 2 minutes left on the goal. Wow, just got there really fast. We have 2 minutes left on the goal. We have 2 out of 5 of the donations. We need 3 more that are over $2, and I'll show you guys some cool mods that I've been working on. So if you can do that on the old YouTube, that we could make this thing. We can show you guys some cool stuff. So if not a big deal. You'll see it at some point. Also, I posted some of it on the Stan store. If you're part of the Stan community, you already seen some of it, so that's okay. Steven has the best point. AI would never spend this much money on old Ford parts. Yes. Or this much time talking about old Fords. BD Wax, that handle on my B pillar. Duck Ninja Dad, that counts. Giggity, that counts, I think. We need one more. One more donation, guys. Get into the sneak preview stuff. Let's do it. BD Wax on the A-pillar, the one right behind me. That's the factory handle. That should come in every Excursion. That's on the passenger side. I'm not on the driver's side of the truck. Does that make sense? Passenger side handle. The handles only started coming on 2002 plus is where the handles started coming factory on the driver's side. So yeah. Yeah, guys, these guys are trying to finish this thing out. Oh, Giggity just did it. Giggity did it. 5 of 5. We did it. We did it. We saw the goal. We got the things. We did the things, guys. We never hit a goal before. This is very exciting. This is a big time deal. John, I can't move the camera for the Facebook, so if you want to see the sneak preview of the stuff, hop over, if you're on Facebook, hop over to YouTube, and, yeah, no, you're good, BD Wax. I know, the camera does weird things, because yeah. All right. We're going. We're going to go show you some cool stuff. Okay, well, here's the first thing. I got tired of rock crashing my wheels. And so I took my thing and I made them rock crash proof. So they're just, I took the powder coating off of the outer ring and then just kind of polished it up. So I went 80 grit, 120 grit, 180 grit, 240, and then a green Scotch Brite. And I figure after I go wheeling, I can clean this up pretty easily, and it won't chip the black paint off and look terrible. So I fixed that. Also, those are brand new hubs. So Yukon makes a set now of hubs. This video is coming out in 2 weeks, if you guys want to see the video. But Yukon now makes a set of locking hubs for 05 plus Dana 60. And so this is sweet. All steel inside and then this aluminum cap and everything. Super easy to install, not vacuum operated, obviously. And just super nice to use. I'm really excited about them. And yeah, they're gonna add some cool strength. Let's see. Oh yeah, this is the other big thing. Just finished installing the Big 7 kits, the new V10 wiring harness. So we've got, I put all these wraps on them. You can get them with whatever wraps you want from them, though. And this is their terminals, and they've got, I put my A&L fuse over here and here. And yeah, guys, this kit, if you've got a V10 and you are like, man, my battery cables are pretty old, this kit is slick. Look how thick. So this is actually for my accessory stuff. So it's like 1 gauge or whatever it is, massive, and it's pretty sweet. Yeah. Jason said he just bought a 6-liter for a plow truck, and he said it's been awesome. Good for you, Jason. Sounds like you got a good one so far. Yeah, so that's what I've been working on. Also, this is pretty cool. There'll be a video on this pretty soon. Well, I put a new wolf box in here. That's the other thing that's kind of cool. So that's the Tri-Pro wolf box. I'll show you where I put the front camera here. And I put the front camera right there. Okay, this is one of the coolest things that I've gotten on Amazon. So, who's got light pods? Say light pod in their thing. Well, my light pod might just be cooler. I don't know if this is all brand new, but that's my light pod. Yeah, I can literally control everything from here. Yeah, I am pretty sweet. You have this? You have this in your Silverado? What do you have in your Silverado, Duck Ninja Dad? Yeah, I am. This is going to be fun to play with. I still got some work to do. I've got everything wired into it, obviously. Got to figure out what I'm going to use these last 5 for. I still have 5. But yeah, so that's the other cool thing that I just did. It has this mount, so it slides in and out of this. And then it's you can just set it there and use it like normal. Is it on still? Yeah. You gotta turn the little button off on the side of it. That's the trick. But yeah, so I've been working on some things, getting some things done. This is my idea for the inverter thing. I'm gonna put this inverter essentially in the side of this box. I'm gonna pull this thing out and cut into it and stuff. So yeah, thanks Jason for subscribing. It's awesome. So yeah, that's what I've been working on. There's your sneak preview. I gave you guys the suspension video today. Like I said, I've got 2 weeks. I've got the Yukon video coming out, the install. And yeah, the wheels are gonna be cool. I'll do some cool stuff when I finally get those. When I finally do that. There's one more thing. I forgot about it. One more little cool thing. Yeah, Jason, it's also bobbed. So like I cut 12 inches out of the back of it. Anyway, that's a new set of tires. I'm now officially sponsored by Milestar. And you guys are the first ones to know about it. Except my friends. A couple of friends. And yeah, there, you got the full sneak preview experience of what's going on. Yeah, Milestar tires going on this thing. I opted to grab the Patagonia XTs for a lot of reasons. I wanted to, I do a lot of road miles, you guys know, but I also wanted to put them through their paces wheeling. And so I think a 40-inch AT is pretty darn cool. It's an aggressive tire. It's got a really nice sidewall bite on it, and it's got a lot of really cool things. So that'll be interesting. It's gonna be really weird to drive this truck and have it like quiet instead of tire noise, but I don't know, maybe it'll get better gas mileage with an AT on it versus a mud train. We'll see. Zachary, what's up, man? Jason, yeah, I put quite a bit of work into this truck, so yeah, I don't know, I don't like just saying things, but it's a very capable Ford Excursion. it drives where it wants to go. So, there you go. Now you guys are quiet. You made the goal. I showed you the things. And there's no comments. Nobody's excited about it. You have a wireless switch pod, Duck Ninja Dad? I'm curious. Curious if you liked it or not. Jason, you gotta go find one. They're out there. Gotta be willing to drive. Gotta be willing to pay for it. If the person knows what they have. They do. There's not very many out there anymore that nobody knows what they have. So, I like quiet tires too. I always have. This truck's interesting because it's about looks a little bit, all those things. But it's also driving in comfort and driving over rocks, and that's what I want it to be. I want it to be epic. So, James Jones says he likes the lighted side emblems. That is a guy called Jason McDowell on the Facebook. There's a link and everything to him. I did a lit emblem video. So if you search on my channel for, I think, light up emblems or something, or emblem, you'll find it. Steven, I have not seen his whole he did a newer breakdown video, I think. I watched when Jammin built that whole truck, so yeah. Gil, yeah, I mean, you'll hear the tires, a loud mud tire over a diesel for sure. Zachary, you got two, man. I didn't know that. A two-wheel drive 7.3 and a two-wheel drive, or a four-wheel drive V10. Awesome. Yeah, you got one of both. That 7.3 is, like, I think, probably one of the most underrated ones, the two-wheel drive 7.3s, because they get killer gas mileage, fuel mileage. So I would love to have one of those. Yeah. Jason, diff lockers. Yes. So this has a Yukon Grizzly locker in the front and a Detroit in the rear. So it's like a ratcheting style. There's a short video on my YouTube channel that shows exactly how those work if you're interested. But yes, of course it has lockers. It is very needed. Didn't have lockers till last year. So I don't know. I guess it's not very needed, but it's very nice to have. It works really well with lockers. It drives over stuff that I wanted to drive over, so it's cool. So, yeah, they work really well. And, yeah, Method bead grip wheels, Skyjacker springs, use the code GEEKS4x4. And, yeah, it can be frustrating. I just pick a different line, so. Yeah, Zach, that's just rub it in, man. Zach, you coming to the Excursion event? I'm going to finish this thing off, guys. We're going to talk about the Excursion event one last time, and then we're going to let you guys go. The Excursion event is being held at the Maris Adventure Park in... Hang on. I got to put the link down here as I talk about it. You guys can all go check it out. So, the Excursion event is being held at the Maris Adventure Park in Claude, Texas, okay? It is an off-road park, but the event is not just off-road stuff. If you have a two-wheel drive excursion or you don't off-road your excursion, that's okay. I still want you there. This is just a great spot to meet. It's got a big meetup area, big camping area. You guys can all bring your trailers, and we can have an excellent time. We're going to do events for the kids. We're going to do things for the wives. We're going to do wheeling. If you want to come wheeling, you can hop in the seats in my truck or others. And we're just going to have a great time. We're going to be around like-minded excursion owners. We're going to meet new people, and we're going to have fun. And so if you are interested in that, I just posted a link in the chat of both Facebook and YouTube, and I would love for you to go check that out. There is, on that page, you'll see one link to tickets, one link to the Facebook event page with all the details, and I would love for you to come. Dude, Jason, I live in Washington State, my friend, so I have a 26-hour drive, and it's going to be an epic time. The drive shouldn't be your limiting factor. Just come on out. This is going to be the biggest excursion event that hopefully we've ever seen, and it's going to grow from here on out. This is year one. We have never done this before, and it's going to be epic. So if you want to be a part of the first one, the first ever excursion event, I need you to go grab tickets and do it, because this is going to be an awesome time. And I just am so looking forward to getting to know you guys. I am so appreciative of the community that I have built in this. I am so grateful for your time, and yeah, we got Mr. Lewis over here, lives in Tacoma. Christy over here on Facebook from Atlanta. And that's exactly why I want people to come. That's why I chose a spot like Maris. It's about as central in this country, this beautiful country of the United States, as I could find. And yeah. Love it, love it. Love it, Jason. Good luck in your search. I hope you find one. And yeah, so the excursion event is just going to be plain epic, guys. Stuff for everybody. We're going to do a crazy like car show where we get to talk about our rigs and show them to everybody. And we're going to do cool hikes and rock crawler hikes with RC cars and rock crawling on crawler trails. And it's going to be an epic time. So if you don't want to miss out on that, you need to check out the stand store. Go in there and click on either of the excursion event things. One last plug for the stand store. There is a community on there. I'm building a community that is the Geeks 4x4 Community Garage. This is direct access to me. I'm on there all the time, making sure that I respond to everybody. Stand store is starting to hop. There's been people asking stuff almost daily this week, and we're just building a community, guys. It's really cheap. It's $1.99 a month. It's a way you can support me and this channel and this growth, but also you get direct access to me responding to your things. Great community in there. Costs a couple dollars, which means that you guys get the people that really care about excursions. So pretty cool. I'm always on Messenger. As Zachary says, he messages me quite a bit. And all that stuff, I'm doing my best to respond. But yeah, I just want a community page where all my community is together, and that is what Stand provides. And that's why I built a Stand store, so that I can share links, build that community, do all that stuff. Would love to have you a part of it. Costs $1.99 a month. It's nothing, and it helps me out a ton. And yeah, I just want to keep growing that. So thank you guys so much for watching today. Thank you for being a part of the live. I am going to sign off. This is the end for me today. Really, really appreciate all of you, Facebook and YouTube. And yeah, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for caring. I'm going to end the Facebook one. Peace out. Thank you, Facebook. And then we'll come over here and we're going to end YouTube. Zach, I love talking to you in the comment section, my friend. I am grateful to have somebody asking questions and commenting on doing the stuff, man. So thank you for commenting. Thank you for caring enough. And so yeah. Thank you guys, all of you, for coming. Thank you for the donations. Thank you for caring about the fun things we do. And I hope to see you all at the event. And before the event, I hope to see you all in the Stand Store community. Thank you so much. We will see you next time.